Qapla! Okay, so stories of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. I am not dead, nor have I been whisked away to some alien probing. This is in fact, a non-factual statement. There have been no aliens involved in my disappearance. Anyway, yes, so it has been quite a long time since the last video, and I deeply apologize. I have been extremely busy at work. That has taken a lot of my time. I have also wanted to get back into Star Trek Online as just a regular player. In fact, during this time, I have taken the time to level up a brand new character on the Federation side, and I wanted the experience of doing that without having the constraints of having to record videos. I wanted to do that and see how quickly you could actually level a character now that the whole skill set and everything has changed in the game since free to play. And I found out that it actually takes about 3 to 4 days, and you can completely level a character. So while I've been doing these videos, obviously this takes a lot of time doing it this way, and it has been many months to level characters, and that is actually not realistic to what you guys will experience when you actually play the game. In fact, if you sit down and play the game, you can level an entire character in less than a week. If you take your time, maybe a week or two. So it is not a lengthy or long experience, and I hate that for you guys, because this game used to be a whole lot of fun where it took a lot of time, and all the gear between Lieutenant Commander and Captain and Admiral was valuable because you kept it for a long time. But now, because you level so fast, none of the gear between when you start out your character and you end your character at in-game level 50 is valuable. In fact, I used Mark II gear on my character all the way up until I hit Captain, and then I finally upgraded, or Commander, then I finally upgraded to Mark VI stuff. So it was like, what's the point of all the gear in between levels? I mean, it's like they've just dumbed down the whole experience of the game. Anyway, I wanted that experience. I've been doing a lot of that. I have also been doing a lot of STFing, playing STFs, and I mean a lot. I have been grinding STFs a lot. My goal there was I wanted to get all the Mark 12 gear on my characters, all my characters, before Season 7 hits. Season 7 is going to change a whole lot of stuff with the game in terms of the STFs. Instead of EDCs and prototype drops and salvage and all that stuff that of how you actually get gear now, it's all going to be changed into what's called Omega Marks. And it's going to cost not just those Omega Marks, but it's also going to cost dilithium in order to get the gear. So it's going to be both an Omega Mark and a dilithium thing, whereas now it doesn't require any of that. You just grind for EDCs and you get Mark 11 gear, or you hope for a random proto tech drop and then you can get the Mark 12 gear. So I've just been grinding and playing to get those proto tech drops so that I can go ahead and get all Mark 12 stuff on all my characters, because when Season 7 hits, it may be a little harder to do. It's definitely going to be quite different, and I would say get your gear and get your stuff now before Season 7 hits. And Season 7 hits sometime in November, so it's not that far away, and right now it is mid-October. So you will definitely want to get your all your STF stuff now. And in fact, I need to get on the ball because we need to do that on Ensign Ricky. He needs to get his STF stuff before Season 7, although I don't think we're going to have enough time. And especially on this character, we're definitely not going to have enough time. So there's going to be probably a mix of me doing some STFing now, pre-Season 7, and then some STFing post-Season 7. It's going to be very different. So I definitely want to show you guys what STFing is like now, but more importantly is how it will be in Season 7. Because from that point on, that's how it's just going to always be. So that's the one you really need to know about, is how that works. So I guess I'll be showing both sides. Okay, so we have been doing our KDF character here, who is a tactical officer. Remember, we are at Captain 32, and we had started my favorite missions on the KDF side, and we started under the, we finished the Federation War missions, and there wasn't much of that except for the featured episode series of the Davidians. And now we're under what's called the Feklari Return, and they are a very, very interesting enemy and race for the KDF. And we started by playing the first episode in the series called Blood of the Empire in the last episode. And that was a lot of fun. That introduced us to the Feklari, and they even came right on the doorsteps of the of Qo'nos. I mean, right there, and we were fighting them off the doorsteps of Qo'nos. Well, they tried to infiltrate us. They failed, because of course we're Klingons. So now it is time for us to take the fight to them. So the rest of these episodes deal with the KDF going after the Feklari and saying, "You tried to come down on us. Let us. We're going to end you," pretty much. So these episodes are kind of long, if I recall correctly. I've only played them once, but if I recall, they are long. So these videos may be ending up being kind of long. I am not sure yet. I do know this, they have a lot of story to them, so I'm going to read the story. So just bear with me, okay? So we are Captain 32, and this next one we have to be level 32. The next one we have to be 33. Hopefully we'll go over, we'll get enough skill points to go over to 33 so we can do the next one. And the next one after that is also 33. And you can see there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 episodes in this series, Feklari Return, but it's pretty awesome. Alright. Here we go. Destiny. Stories say the Sword of Kahless is needed to defeat the Feklari. You will need the assistance of powerful allies to find it. So we've got to find the original Sword of Kahless. And Kahless, as you know, is the dude who basically organized the Klingon Empire. Like before that, they were just a bunch of, I don't know, thugs killing each other and just a whole mess. Kahless kind of organized them all into one, and he was a Klingon. I guess he's like their god too, in a way, although he really wasn't a god. But anyway, all right, hail. And this is Chancellor Jimpok talking to us here, and he says, "Captain, it is my duty as Chancellor to do something about the threat of the Feklari. I think you are the best officer for this task. Report to me in the High Council chamber on Qo'nos. We will discuss what you can do for the Empire." And this one gives us a Numari Regenerative Shield array, or a Combat Hyper Impulse engine. So it's a unique shield. It is basically alien technology, basically, that has developed a shield, I think. But I'm looking at the stats of it right now. The capacity is horrible on it. 2300 shield capacity, that's bad. The benefit of this shield looks like the shield regeneration. 207.6 shield regeneration every 6 seconds. So if you're on a bird of prey, that might be helpful. But for us, we're on a Raptor. We can have a little more capacity and a little less shield regeneration. So this is probably not the best shield for the ship that I'm actually flying right now. So I may go for the Impulse engine, is what I'll probably do. Okay, we need to go to Qo'nos. So we are in Klingon space already, so we will head to Qo'nos. Away we go. So remember, I am Captain right now, Captain level, and I am on the Captain level patch, or not patch, is it the Patch Raptor? I forget what it's called. Patch Raptor, yes, it is the Patch Raptor. And I absolutely love the Patch Raptor. In fact, I love the whole Raptor series, as I've explained. This is not the highest end one. When we get to Brigadier General, or whatever is after Captain, I think it's called Brigadier General, let's see. It is actually called, yes, Brigadier General at level 40. we can use the it starts with a Q. I forget what it's called, but it's the next Raptor up. Very, very, very awesome. And that is on my other KDF character, the ship I have stuck with forever. Now, I have, thanks to a awesome person in this game, Edna, thank you so much. She has given me, and I still haven't pulled it out of my email, but you can see right here, she has given me a special requisition pack, Mirror Universe Kin. That's the name of the Raptor I couldn't think of. It's a Mirror Universe Raptor. Now, this is the Kin Raptor, so it is the Brigadier General, and you can see it says required Brigadier General. So that is your Tier 5 Raptor that I would go with, except this is the Mirror Universe version of it. And it's a little bit better. It has a little different of a layout, I think, in bridge officers or consoles or something. And maybe a little bit better hull. And maybe a little bit better shields. So it's basically just a little bit better. It's not exactly a +1 ship like a C-Store ship would be, but it's kind of like, I guess, a +0.5 ship. It's just the Kin Raptor with just a little extra. So, but what's unique is it's from the Mirror Universe, and I think that comes with a Mirror Universe skin that's also different. And anyway, I've never flown it, and it should be just a little bit better. So I'm going to go with that ship when we get to Brigadier General. That will be a lot of fun to play with, and I cannot wait. So yes, looking forward to that. All right, now let's see. We got to go down, actually down to First City. I also have another option for a ship at Brigadier General. Recently, amongst lots of debate and some, I guess you would say some people disagreeing with this choice, me being one of them, the lifetime the lifetime subscription that you can purchase for this game, Cryptic has added into that lifetime subscription all of the veteran rewards. Hold on a second, I think the volume's a little off. Audio, let's turn the yeah, that's a little bit better. It can get kind of loud, that ambient volume. Cryptic has added all of the veteran rewards into the game, into the lifetime subscription. So if you buy a lifetime subscription, you get all of the veteran rewards up to 1,000 days. So you get the 100 day, the 200 day, the 300 day, the 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, all the way to 1,000 days, even if you haven't played the game for 1,000 days. So that means you could be brand new to the game, have only played the game one day, yet get all the 1,000 day rewards, 1,000 day veteran rewards for the game by purchasing the lifetime subscription. I have some beef with that because the veteran reward system was always meant to be a veteran system that counted for time spent, and now it no longer equals time spent. Now it equals money paid. You pay $100, $200, $300 for the lifetime subscription, and you get all the veteran rewards, even if you weren't a veteran. So I have a problem with that. However, I'm not going to go into that in real detail. I have spent a lot of time arguing that on the forums, and I'm kind of tired of it now. But point being, even though I'm technically not up to my 1,000 days yet, I'm like 950 or something, I now have access to the 1,000 day ships. And that's the point I'm trying to get to, is that at the 1,000 day reward, Cryptic has added a new Federation ship, the Chimera, and they have also added a new KDF ship that I have forgot the name of. But I now have access to that 1,000 day ship because of my lifetime subscription, even though I haven't technically spent 1,000 days. But it's there, and so that's another choice that we could go with when we hit Brigadier General. So I got two interesting ships that I may look at. The Mirror Universe Ken Raptor, and then the 1,000-day KDF ship. So we'll look at it. It's there, so we might as well look at both of those ships. But we'll do that, of course, when we get to Brigadier General. Alright. Alright, here's what he says. Talk to them. Yeah, alright. The return of the Feclari. The legends say that the return of the Feclari heralds the rise of Molar, and that if Molar ascends from Grethor, he will rule an empire of blood for 1,000 years. I do not know how much of these old stories I believe. The Feclari have starships. They have weapons equivalent to our own. This could be an enemy wearing the shape of our ancient enemies like a mask to hide their own dark plans. Whoa. The Council is divided on this matter. Some firmly believe that the Feclari besieging the Empire are the same enemies Kahless fought 1,000 years ago. Others whisper about the Herc, or even Federation tricks. I no longer know what to believe. All I know is that it is my duty to defend the Empire. Those on the Council who say that the Feclari are the spawn of Grethor tell me that the Sword of Kahless is essential to our defense, and I have agreed to send a ship and crew to pursue this line of investigation. I have chosen you, one of our finest warriors. I know little about the legends of the sword. I recommend that you begin by speaking to the lore singers in the courtyard outside the Great Hall. They should be able to tell you more about the blade and why it is special. Okay, now we need to learn about the Sword of Kahless before we actually go find it. We need to talk to lore singer Tyrion and lore singer Bealea. And I have no idea where they are. When I first played this mission, it was the old Qo'nos inside, and now that they've changed the whole map, I have got no idea where these people live. But apparently they live right here where I'm at. Well, that was easy. There's Lore Singer Tyrion, and let me guess, is this... There's Bealea. That's nifty, so they're right there. I don't actually have to go search for them. Let me stand on your podium, and let's have a chat, Lore Singer Tyrion. Do you wish to hear a tale of Kahless? So you can read about Kahless here. He's the greatest warrior the Klingons have ever known. He has never known defeat. He defeated the tyrant Molar. He united our people and founded our empire. He gave us the rules of honor. Kahless is what we all strive to be. So that's basically what I said before. Ages ago, Kahless was in the city of Qapla. A fierce storm was approaching, and all of the residents of the city took refuge inside Qapla's strong stone walls. Everyone but one man, who stayed outside with nothing but his blade to protect him. Kahless asked this man why he did not seek shelter, and the man said that he would not. He would stand in the storm and force it to respect him. Kahless respected his choice and went inside Qapla's walls to await the breaking of the dawn. The storm came and the man was killed, and Kahless said, "The wind does not respect a fool." Interesting. Tell me, we don't need to read all the stories, but if you want to, you can pause and read that. Just tells a little bit more about Kahless's character. Tell me about the first Bat'leth. The Sword of Kahless' father was lost. Kahless' treacherous brother, Morath, had thrown it into the sea. Kahless wept, for the sword was all he had left of his father. His tears filled the ocean. When his mourning was done, Kahless went into the mountains. He walked alone into the deepest wilderness and did not stop until he had reached the Kristok volcano, where no Klingon had ever been. At the volcano, Kahless cut a lock of his hair and plunged it into the river of molten rock. The hair burned, but then Kahless thrust it into the lake of Lusar and twisted it into a sword. That was the first Bat'leth, the Sword of Honor. Wow. So, let's see, tell me more about the Sword of Kahless. Kahless used his blade to defeat Molar. He used it to force the Feclari hordes to retreat to the hell from which they came. He used it to skin the serpent of Zal, and its might forced his brother Morath to submit to Kahless and return to the path of honor. There is no greater weapon in our history. With the Sword of Kahless in my hand, I could face an entire fleet and win. After Kahless left this world for Stovacor, the sword was our greatest treasure, and the months of Boreth kept it safe for Kahless' return. When the Herc conquered the Empire, they took the blade as a spoil of war, and we thought it lost forever, so the Herc may have it, huh? Many have searched for the blade, but its place of honor in Boreth remains empty. I hear stories that say Worf, son of Moog, went on a great adventure once with his beloved and great Dahar master Kor. I have heard that they searched for the Sword of Kahless, and some even said that they found it. Well, isn't that true? Didn't they find it? I'm trying to remember the episode, but I kind of do recall that maybe he did really find the Sword of Kahless. When I ask Worf to tell me this story, he turns away without a word. Ask him for yourself. So maybe Worf must know where it's at. I didn't even need... Yeah, I do need to talk to Melia. So Worf, I need to talk to Worf. He's still alive. Okay, so you can learn about the great houses, the great house of Juros, great house of Martok, Chancellor, General Worf, but we already know about Worf, right? Tell me about the Sword of Kahless. My father, Turan, is the one you'll need to ask about the sword itself. But I just talked to Turan. But I can tell you about the Feclari. Alright, that's interesting. They are foul creatures without honor who crawl from the darkest depths of Grethor itself to do dread Molar's bidding. Be wary of the Feclari, Captain. Those who die at their hands risk their souls. Molar was a tyrant who ruled Qo'nos in the time of Kahless the Unforgettable. He was so strong that no man could oppose him. Kahless joined with his true love, the Lady Lucara, to defend the city of Kamchi from Molar's soldiers. The warriors of Kamchi were afraid of the Feclari and fled, leaving Kahless and Lucara to face 500 Feclari alone. Kahless and Lucara fought for a day and a night and a day again. The floor of the great hall of Kamchi filled with an ocean of black blood and poisonous ichor. As the sun set on the second day, only Kahless and Lucara were standing. They had defeated the horde and 500 Feclari. Kahless knew he would need a mighty weapon to defeat Molar, so he left the protection of Kamchi to his lady love and went into the mountains. There he forged the first bat'leth. With this mighty sword, Kahless slew Molar and banished his spirit to Grethor. Molar rages and screams in his prison. He plots and plans for the day that will rule the Empire again. Now he has sent his Feclari back to Qo'nos to create chaos and death. They are the heralds of Molar's return. If Molar retakes the Empire, he will rule for 1,000 years, and all that will be left of the Klingons is dust and bones. Wow. That's a heck of a story, ain't it? Wow. I mean, that's like, wow. It's like reading something out of Lord of the Rings or something. So here's Worf. Of course, he looks nothing like Worf, but he is Worf. We don't need to know all this other stuff. Of course, you can read about it if you like, more Feclari stuff. Do you know where the Emperor is now? Let's see. The Emperor contacted me recently. The course of his ship would put him in the Sanek system. Be careful, Captain. The Breen have overrun that system. Kahless is an inspiration to us all, but as a modern warrior, you may find that he needs assistance. However, if you seek the Sword of Kahless, you must find the Emperor. Travel to the Sanek system. Okay. Now we get to do some space stuff, hopefully. So that's a whole lot of lore that we just learned about the Feclari, the Sword of Kahless, and all that. So that's a bunch of stuff there, but it really tells you how much they thought about this storyline for the KDF. I just wish all of the other storylines were this thought out, because that is some awesome story. Alright, here we are in the Sanek system. Captain, sensors are picking up readings of a destroyed Klingon fleet in the area, but there is one remaining ship, trying to get a fix on it. It's the Bouth, sir. That is the Emperor's ship. Oh, what a coincidence. Attempting to hail them now. Look, there's Breen here. I think those are Breen. Come to join the fight, have you? Good. There is no better companion than a Klingon... that's Kahless, by the way, so he did really find Kahless. The Breen attacked our group as we attempted to pass through this area. My ship is badly damaged and we have detected reinforcements. See if you can intercept them. Alright, so let's take out the Breen. Little Breen action here. Love that. Something different. Ha, they stand no chance. That's how you deal with the Breen. There's the battle, whatever. Die.
Is under attack.
Only got cannon rapid fire 1. Oh well. That's okay. Captain, there's another attack group en route. The battle is heavily damaged, so we should expect to do most of the fighting. Okay, well let's cloak when I can. See if I can heal them. They're 3%. Hey, I can heal them. Now they're at 56%. Okay, well now they're not going to blow up. Let's cloak and use my cloaky thingamajig. Uncloak and fire.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Marine flagship is moving this way. And I see it on the radar. It's way over there. Alright, it's a warship. Sar Thelon.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
How they missed.
Target shields have failed.
Oh, they pulled out a thing on me. Tychon's Rift.
More shields failing. Rear shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 75%.
Yes. Well, except they're blowing up is going to destroy me. Get out of the way. Okay, we're being held. Put it on screen. The Breen sent over boarding parties during the last attack. We could use a few strong warriors. Alright, gotta beam aboard. So, it's been a while. We have a full complement of bridge officers, and they all have their powers active. So we have done good. I probably need to do some tweaking. I need to spend their bridge officer skill points, but should be good for right now. Come on, load. Load. Need a loading screen song. Load. Come on, you can load. You can do it. Come on, load. There we go. Alright. The Breen are all over this section of the ship. Alright, so we gotta deal with the Breen. And they use the cold. I don't have a cryo tribble. I need a cryo tribble because they do the thingamajig, but I don't have one. So, oh well. Alright. Everybody ready? And, oh yes, I'm a tactical officer, and we're using a new kit that I've never used before. It's called a grenade satchel. I have a stun grenade, I have a plasma grenade, I have a smoke grenade, and I have a photon grenade. I'm just totally grenaded out. So this will be interesting. Let's see, this is my target optics. This is my fire on my mark. This should be plasma. This should be photon, stun, and smoke. So plasma, photon, stun, and smoke. Okay. Alright, repel Breen boarding parties, search crew quarters, search medical labs, search officer quarters, and search the mess hall. We got a lot of searching to do. But luckily it does have it laid out for us. It looks like we can go left or right, and then up, left or right. So let's head to the left first and take this out, then we'll go to the right. Unless this group over here sees me, but nah, they don't. Okay. Alright, let's do this thing. Take a plasma grenade! And I'm firing plasma weapons too. That was fast and easy. Oh, Lone Green hiding out behind the wall like a coward. See, I don't know, the music may be a little loud too. Let's see, music volume. I got FX is at, everything is turned down. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Alright. Alright, this is a fire. There's nothing in this room. This was the crew quarters, apparently. And there's nothing here, so let's go. You can see the Breen have used their cryo stuff. The whole ship is freezing up. Alright, let's take care of this side first. We got rooms in here. And Breen, let's try a photon grenade. Oh. You, sir, can take a stun grenade. Alright. Let's see what we got. Nothing going on in here. This is the medical labs. The lighting in here is really cool. With the shadows and everything. Ooh, that is awesome. That is pretty freaking sweet with the shadows there. Alright. Moving on. See, this is something, I guess more of the medical lab. And there's nothing in here. Let's go this way and see what's over here. There's nothing in this room, and that it wasn't even a room I need to go to. Okay. So we covered that, now we got to cover these areas. I forgot I have my Hordas, I need to use them too. Okay. Let's go to the left first. There's a group standing right there, but... Take a smoke grenade. That really didn't help. Oh crap. I need better shields and stuff. Okay, okay, not bad. This was the mess hall. Not bad. That was dealt with. Now let's go this way. See, I like the plasma grenade because that does damage over time. I also like the stun grenade. That does kinetic damage, and look at that, 50% shield penetration with stun grenades. Stun grenades are pretty useful against Borg because it penetrates their shields and does kinetic damage. But so I like my favorites have to be the plasma grenade and the stun grenade. Plasma also has 50% shield penetration. So let's throw a plasma grenade at him. Alright, there are reports of damage to main engineering. Head to main engineering. So that was all we needed to check here. Oh, look at those shadows again. Pretty cool. With the fire and the lighting here. Alright. This is not engineering. Where is engineering? This is not engineering either. I guess, oh, we have to go this way and to the right. Oh, I have to take a turbo lift. Gotcha. Turbo lift engineering. Alright, the warp core is going critical. We need to stop the breach. Well, that's great, except I'm no engineer, so good luck with that. Oh, we've got 2 groups of Breen. Lovely. Let's get a horde going. Okay, that group is taken care of. Let's take care of this group. Oh, okay. Awesome. Both groups are taken care of. That was pretty easy. Is that a Klingon? Oh, he's the chief engineer. Oh, okay. Alright, talk to the chief engineer. Thank you for your assistance, Captain, but we don't have the time to enjoy the glory of battle. The Breen have done significant amount of damage to the warp core. Containment is failing, and there will be a breach unless we can bypass the damaged conduits. So we need to bypass the damaged section of the warp core. Great. And where might one do that? Apparently not in this room. What about this room? This is the engineering office. That looks, well, either way, looks like an engineering room to me, doesn't it? But it's got this one circled, so let's go to the left. Okay, Breen. You can hear the, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it in my headphones. I can hear the warp core pulsating. It's going. There it goes up. It's like charging up, and then it goes back down, like it's failing. That's really cool. It's very bassy in my headphones too. All right. Let's go to the other side, I guess. Let's take care of these Breen. Oh, I'm stuck. I hate this cold attack that they do because you can't move. It like freezes you in place. I need to find a control panel or something. Ah, and there it is. It would be this one that's flashing. Bypass damaged warp core. Alright, we have bypassed the damaged conduits, but we will also need to regulate the antimatter flow from the rest of the core. Regulate the power output of the warp drive. I'm guessing that's in the other room. Yep, way on the other side. Lovely. Interesting how they do that. I love the hum of that warp drive though. Warp core. Alright. Now I'm guessing there's going to be a whole bunch of Breen on this side to deal with. And in fact, there they are. And there's more over there. Looks Looks like our control is on this side this time. Regulate power outputs. The warp core is now back online and fully functional. Ship sensors indicate that the remaining Breen are attempting to take the bridge. Alright, now we gotta go to the bridge. Proceed to the bridge. Which is this way and to the right. Another turbo lift. Alright, here we go. And there's the Breen. Pop a Horda. Give him a plasma grenade. Hallelujah. Pop a Horda. Give him a plasma grenade. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's a plasma grenade. Hallelujah. The holy... Bring out the holy plasma grenade. Reference that movie. Except it wasn't a plasma grenade, but close. Okay. So, here we go. That was kind of easy. This is Kahless. Say hi to Kahless. He looks just like Worf. Alright, so this is Emperor Kahless that Worf found. You are a stout warrior and a fine commander, a true tribute to the Empire. Basically, he's like a reincarnation of Kahless. A reincarnation of the original Kahless. Not technically, actually, the first Kahless. However, I fear that you are here for more than a good fight and a mug of blood wine. Tell the truth now, you are searching for the sword, aren't you? I have what you seek, Captain. However, you do not need the sword itself. Its power is over the heart, not flesh and bone. I know that Worf would not reveal my location without good cause, so your need must be dire. And you are a noble and honorable warrior, so I teach you what you need to do. I teach you what you need to do, okay. Together we will save the Empire. Hurrah! So I'm not gonna get the sword? What? What's the deal? That was it? Okay, I guess I don't get the sword. He's just gonna teach me what I need to do. Well, that was destiny then. We found out a lot about the lore though. Alright, so let's turn this mission in. You have returned the Emperor to the Empire. Now you must do what he asks of you, or none of us may survive the Feclari onslaught. Alright, we get a ton of skill points, and we get that Regenerative Shield or Hyper Impulse Engine. I'm gonna go with the Impulse Engine.
Congratulations, Captain. Congratulations, Captain.
Gotta love that voice. Okay, so that's the end of Destiny. I mean, that was it. I thought there'd be a little more to that episode, but I guess basically we found Kahless, found out about the Feclari. He says we don't need the sword after all. Although I will spoil you a little bit, we get the sword. But I forget which episode we get the sword in. And it's really, really, really BA. So that's pretty awesome, and can't wait till we get it. But anyway, so that's the first 2 episodes. Now we really only have 2 more episodes for the Feclari return, or 2 more missions, I should say. But they are awesome. I really, really, really hope you stay and watch them, because this next one is called Afterlife, the Barge of the Dead. Basically, we're getting on the Barge of the freaking dead and going to the freaking afterlife. Okay? And then after that, we are literally stepping into the Klingon hell of Grethor, okay? It is a sight to behold. It is something you've pretty much never seen in Star Trek, at least never seen on the TV shows. Only will you see this kind of stuff in a game. It is really, really freaking awesome. Real quick, I just want to see what the reward... No, see, the sword is not here, so the sword must be the reward for the Gates of Grethor. So that's the one where I guess you get the sword. But anyway, okay. So stay tuned, guys. Next episode, or next mission episode, same thing, will be Afterlife, and we will be getting on the Barge of the Dead. Stay tuned.